It won't stop with me. If I'm gone, they'll pick somebody else. They always have. It's a small group of girls.
Sandy Pierce is a regular employee at UPS?
Yes, she is.
She never is.
Okay.
Well, as I said before, Dan, a lot of people, Denise rewarded me with a t-shirt once in Smalls. I was rewarded constantly at the airport because of my good work. Denise wanted to reward me with a t-shirt because of my consistent keeping my numbers up there, because some people will be good one day and lousy the next. I'm consistent. She told me to keep it under wraps. She snuck the t-shirt over to me and she said, please don't say anything. We don't want to upset the girls.
I'll tell you where I'm at, Michelle. I personally, this shit she's doing, if it was me, I would just blow it off.
On several occasions, employees have gone to management with complaints about Linda, only to be told by management that they won't even listen to it because the issues are petty. The previous Thursday, Linda screamed in Michelle's face when Linda was sitting on a cart, not letting Michelle have it to set up the area to perform her job.
On July 18, 2013, Linda is sitting on a cart that I need, and I happened to ask for it. And when I asked for the cart, hell broke loose, and she screamed at me. She got this close to my face. She rammed me with the cart, and then she went off to complain about me. When my supervisor asked me if I wanted to go home after the stress that I just had, hell yeah, I want to go home. And on my way out the building, I look up to the offices, and there's Linda leaving with a girl named Crystal. Crystal, who is a manager, and Crystal gives me a really dirty look, like disgusted with me. So I want to go up and defend myself because I want my side of the story to be heard too. And the Crystal's not hearing it, so I'm just getting reamed a new one. She's telling me that I cause all the chaos, that I'm the problem, that I make this trouble, and why do I gotta have that cart when there's 40 other carts in the building? And there are not 40 carts in the building designed for the Smalls area. There are 3 carts designed for the Smalls area, and there were only 2 that day, and Linda was sitting on one of them, and I needed it for my job. It's part of my tools and equipment.
A bunch of new supervisors where Michelle and Linda work that came from the airport?
No, I have no supervisors right now that, I take that back. I have supervisors that came from the airport, but they are not in that area. They're in the primary.
This kind of goes back to that question I asked earlier. When our new management took over around March of 2013, because new management went and knew each other from the airport, Linda made a comment to myself and another co-worker that it was her turn to be a bitch and get even with our co-workers. I guess answer my question again. Was management from the airport brought into this area?
Crystal, I can interpret this statement. Crystal was a full-time supervisor at the airport. I believe this is what this statement is referring to, because that's when this move took place. Now, as far as, and Christopher works with Dan. I can't validate what this person said. I just had to take it for what she said, that she heard this person say something.
I would assume that would be accurate because I think that was the only change that took place around the time frame. She's my full-time coordinator that takes care of the outbound, so she would not directly be over Smalls, although she probably does interact in Smalls. I've never had any complaints on Crystal from any hourly employees as far as any type of favoritism.
So her and Linda did work together out there.
She did work, and prior to that she worked at the hub, so she was in the hub, went to the airport, had done HR, had multiple assignments, but was familiar with both work groups.
Supervisor Denise had to come over and tell Linda to get off the cart, yet management took no action against Linda for this outburst.
When you went upstairs I think you talked about talking to a supervisor and complaining about her or whatever, and
I was going up to defend myself.
okay, when you were going up to defend yourself and that supervisor kept telling you, why do you have to do this, why do you have to do that, what was she saying?
She was asking me, why do I have to cause stress? Why do I have to be like that? She said, why do you got to take the cart from her? There's 40 other carts out there. There are not 40 carts out there. There are 3. There were only 2 that day. And Linda was sitting on one of them, and I needed it. It's part of my tools and equipment. It's something I needed. I was just trying to work, do my job. I just wanted to get my job done, go home, and
be happy. I don't want to go to work, have to worry about whether somebody's going to push a cart. Okay.
What else did the supervisor say? Well, she said, why do you have to have stress? Why do you have to have that cart?
Yeah, why do you gotta be like that? Why do you...
What else?
That's about it. She was just asking me why. Why do I get
What's that supervisor's name?
Crystal? I don't know her last name.
How many times did you talk to Crystal?
Probably, that was the first time.
That's the first time? That's the first time, but she said, why you gotta be like that?
Yeah. I believe Crystal, or not Crystal, I believe Linda has complained about me probably to Crystal. Which I know she has.
Just a second. Do you
prob-
know where the copier is upstairs?
Yeah,
Do you know how to work it?
yeah,
Would you mind burning one?
not at all.
Thank you.
In regards to the card issue, and she's not fired for that, correct? Company?
She was taken out of service
For the card issue?
pending the investigation.
Negative, sir. This is a mat issue. Those people were taken out. The card issue happened on Thursday prior to this event.
Okay, my question is, was she fired for the card issue, yes or no?
No.
No.
Okay. So she's fired for the setting of the mat and then the confrontation between the two.
Correct. And to answer the part about did both employees admitted, Michelle wrote in her own statement, she mentions the word, I shouted.
Are you fired under the contract for shouting or raising your voice?
No.
Okay.